Okay, so welcome. We're gonna welcome to Fun Fitness, and we want to start. You want to have a chair that doesn't move, so no rollers, not a desk chair, something that's sturdy and that you can. We'll use it for balance, for sitting, for stretching, for meditation. We'll stand up if you'd like, but you're welcome to do the whole class in the chair. We'll do mobility, stretching, endurance, and what else? Relaxation, and some weight training a little bit, and balance. So we just do all encompassing workout. Make sure you have some water, or in my case, I have my coffee because I didn't get it early enough. So let's start. So you have your water handy. If you don't have hand weights, you can just use some water bottles, and make sure that you modify the exercises. I'll offer you modifications to suit your own needs. So all of us have different limitations or injuries or things we're dealing with. So we can help to work those out and strengthen, and we can also modify. So not to do anything that feels too strenuous, challenging, but not too strenuous. Okay, so here we go. How many people? 6. Okay, let's see who's here. My glasses are broken. Okay, we got Dan, George, Helen, me, and Kim. Okay, hi Kim. Thanks for the email. Okay, I think that's Kim with PCLA. Okay, so let's start in the chair. Oh, I see the top of somebody's head. Oh, that's George. Okay, that's fine. Hi, George. George, can you hear me? Is that you? Can you hear me? Lift your arm, because I think it was George that couldn't hear but before. Okay, so we're gonna start seated in our chair. Hi, good morning. So sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna move the skin so we feel the sits bones underneath. So that's kind of important because it gives you a little more stability that way. Your feet are on the floor. If you would if you need some support for your back, you can use a pillow behind you. So any kind of bed pillow or throw pillow, just to give you some extra support. So we're just gonna start with our lifting up our shoulders up to by our ears, take them back and take them down. So inhale up, take it back, take it down. Inhale up and exhale down. So just get a little like rolling motion in those shoulders without tensing your neck and throat if possible. So inhale up and exhale. So if you want to see from the side, it's inhale up, exhale back and down. Inhale up, exhale back and down. Good. So we're gonna just take the hands and squeeze and open the hands. And the feet about hip width, maybe wider, just so you feel nice and stable. And let's take those arms out to the sides and squeeze and take it down. And 2 and 3 and 4. So we go up and 2 and 3 and 4. Squeeze all the juice out of the, let's say an orange, a very soft orange that has a lot of juice. So up and 2, squeeze it out. 3, there's a little bit more left, and squeeze. And down and squeeze, and 2 and 1 or 0. 1 and 2 and 3 and squeeze. And now let's squeeze a lemon a little bit harder. The lemon's a little bit maybe tougher skin. One more time. 1 and 2, and take your fingers this time. So you're gonna really get in there with your fingers, maybe bend the arms a little bit, get the fingertips working. 3 and 4. And then we'll circle those arms back. And I have a little kitty cat, so don't worry if you're allergic, it won't affect you. So if you need to, you're just gonna take those elbows and bend them back. If you can straighten your arms, then straighten them. But either way it works. Again, warming up those shoulders and the chest, breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in the nose and out the mouth. In the nose and out the mouth. And then we'll take the arms forward and back. So I have my palms down, forward, round the back, and open up that chest. And exhale, drop the head and round the back, and inhale, open that chest. And exhale, round, and inhale, lift that chest. Exhale, and inhale, and drop your head, round your back, and up. How about one more time? Hello. And bring it down. Good. Now we'll take the chin into the chest. So we just go chin down and up. Exhale, chin down, stretching that neck and up. Exhale, chin down and up. And exhale, chin down. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, look down and look up. Great. And then let's look to the right and center and look to the left. Still sitting up nice and tall, stretching the neck, just taking it back as far as you can go. Center, look left and center, look right. It takes a little bit of time to warm up, and you'll notice probably by the end of the class or as we go through the class that things start to get a little bit looser, a little more mobile, a little more agile. Let's take ear to shoulder. And then take your left hand and just kind of just massage the neck a little bit. Just kind of just smooth it out. That's good. Yes, I just have my hand kind of right here, just getting the neck and the shoulder to, yeah, could do ear. And then other side. Unless you have you could do this opposite hand, that help. I think that's better. Use your left hand on the right side of the neck. Smooth it down. And let's do one more time. The other side. Take the right hand and kind of smooth it down. Give yourself a little massage. Yep. And let's do the other side. Great. And then we'll pound out the chest. We go la 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 la. Dan, are you doing la 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 la? And the belly, la 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 la. Good. And then we'll clap the hands. Great job, everybody. You're just clapping to warm up. And now let's do fingertips. Touch those fingers. Yep. So just doing the fingertips. Tip, tip, tip. I'm going to interlace my fingers and kind of give it a little massage. Feels good, right? Yeah. Again, just get those fingers working. That helps you when you have dexterity in your fingers. That helps you for holding things, even for your balance, because our limbs, our fingers, and our feet, our toes are all part of our balance. And then we'll take the hands forward, like big stretch. There you go. Yes. And then now, can you take those hands and then bring the other finger down, which feels weird because it usually goes to the one finger on top. And then let's massage. Can you see, George? Are you all able to see, or you need help? And then stretch it out. There we go. Good. And then we'll drive the car, stretching the back and shoulders. And then let's pat it out. So pat out those arms. Give yourself a pat on the back. So going down the arm and up and down. And then other side, pat. Are you patting, pat, pat, pat? Yeah, give it a little bit of, what do you call it? Strength, verb, and we'll clap it. Good. And now we're gonna take some water. So grab your water, have it handy, and nothing behind you or in front of you in the chair because we want room to move. Oh, I just got up, stood up to get my drink. Okay. Okay, so back down in the chair. And have a little kitty cat here. If anyone wants to adopt it. She is Harlow and she's being fostered. So we're gonna just march. How about that? We're sitting forward in our chair. We're just gonna march in the chair, warming up. You can do this with or without your shoes. I have a neighbor that doesn't like the noise below me, so I'm not using my shoes, but you can if you want, if you feel more stable with your shoes. And just kind of pushing through. And you're marching forward. Imagine that you're marching forward, so you're really lifting those legs. And then let's start to turn the arms and move the upper body. So can you kind of sway left and right to loosen up the waist? Yeah. So you're going, pushing through like you're walking through mud or water. If you do have a pool, you can get in that pool sometimes. That's a really good place to, and we're going to take the arms out and in. The swimming pool is a really good place to move your body around. It's safe. The water kind of holds you in and you can just work through it. It's just a nice place to get some movements in. And you can always watch different YouTube videos, since you know how to do Zoom, on say water aerobics class. I'm just saying, if you do have access to a pool, that's good in between the classes, because we want you here in this class too. So 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. And anytime you need a break, please feel free to take a break, take a rest, take some water. And so we're just going to go work our feet a little bit. So we go toe and heel and toe and heel. To get the toe down, the heel, toe and heel. Point your toes and heel down. Point it like a ballet and then the heel. So we can pick it up a little bit. So we'll go toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe and heel. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. How about the other side? We're going to go toe and heel. It's toe. We want to stretch that ankle. They get really tight, and then that also hinders balance. So we want to keep those ankles nice and loose so that where our balance is working for us. And then we'll pick it up. We go toe, heel, toe, heel, toe and heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. One more, toe and heel. Good. So our feet about hip width, maybe wider. Make sure you feel comfortable in your chair. We're going to go heels out and heels in. This one's a little bit tough. Heels out and heels in. Out and in. And out, heels out and heels in. Out and in. Get the heels out and in. You got it? Heels out, heels in, out, in. See if you can pick it up. If you want, just try. No harm in trying. Everything, it's safe what we're doing, so you can just experiment and play, have fun. Yeah. There's no grades, no wagering. Toes out. So we'll bring the toe, also the knees. Okay, so we go toes in, toes out, toes in, out, in and out, in, out, in and out. It's 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. So you see, it's kind of like you can go like that and like that. So you would cross and then open and then cross the hands. A little bit of a challenge here, a little coordination, a little brain exercise for you. I know I can't get smart enough, right? We have to keep working that brain, especially during COVID, where we kind of lost track of our routines and is overwhelmed with stuff. So this helps, things like this help us focus. You got it? So I'm going open, and when I bring it together, then I cross. Then I open, cross. Switching hands. Okay. So we'll do a little now warm up for the hips and the inner thighs and pelvis and some lower back and abs. We're going to lift that leg and take it around. Lift. Now you can hold on to the side of the chair with your left hand. Only take the leg up as high as you feel comfortable. So you just kind of want to circle that leg. And if you imagine you're in water, in a pool, and you're just moving that leg and moving through the water, nice and easy. Navel to spine. This helps strengthen our posture, our lower back, as well as move the inner thigh and outer thigh. Now let's go the other way. You can even, if you want, you can use both hands to help you lift it up and lower, or just one hand and hold here. So I'm giving you options to try. And if it's your first time in the class, or first time, all new exercises are a little bit like, wait, what? It takes a while for the body to connect to the brain. So just take your time getting used to it. Now we're going to pat it out, give it a little pat. And then we'll move on to the other side. So we go up. And you'll notice too, maybe one side is stronger than the other or weaker. So I'm left-handed, so my right side that I'm doing right now, because I'm mirroring, is a little bit weaker. I'm going to try to get that full circle. Again, you can hold on. You can use your hand to help guide. Navel to spine, so we're engaging our core. And then let's bring it around. This one's a little bit tougher. You can use both hands. Outer thigh, inner thigh, outer hip, glute, and loosening up that pelvis. Let's do 3 more. It's 1, 2, and 3. Good. Let's bring it down and pat it out. How are you feeling? Okay. Good. Doing good, Dan. I'm not like, that's the only name that I could see, but I did see George. Let me see. And then I got Helen. It's not Helen, but it's Helen's computer or name. Okay. How you doing on the water? Do you feel like you need some water? If you do, take your time, anytime taking a break. All right, so we're going to take the legs out now. So I'm just sitting wide here. Yeah, kind of scooch up, sit down, take your legs as wide as you can. And I'm going to bring my navel to my spine. Yeah, and we're going to just stretch over. Stretch up and over towards the ceiling, not so much like this, but up and over. And stretch up and over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Draw your left hip down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If you want, you can even look at your arms. So we'll go up and over, lengthen. You can lift up. And then if you want, you can look at your arm, but chin down so you're not hurting your neck. And that just helps a little bit more with the neck. So up and over, stretch. Reach your body, really big side stretch. Stretch, imagine stretching the ribs, the spaces in between the ribs, those intercostal muscles. Good job. If you want, you can just do halfway, that way, or fully extended arm. And I want to kind of go, make sure everything is moving, feeling good, and center. Okay, got my feet forward, and I'm just gonna gently circle the whole upper body, right? So I'm not leading with my head, right? I'm gonna try to lead from my hips and navel to spine. Let's go nice and slow, like you're rubbing the sides of a container. Like you want to get all the whipped cream out of the bowl. Whipped cream. Relax that neck. And we're loosening up those inner thighs, the lower back, the pelvis. Relax your neck. Can you take it so that you just relax that neck? So it just feels nice and easy. And then we'll take it the other way. So we're going to go and then pull the belly in. So you're leading with your chest. Everybody come up upright first, and then circle around. So it's not so much that you're bobbing your head. It's more, and it's not just head and shoulders. It's the whole, torso, pelvis, inner thighs. Yep, you got it. So back to the center, we're gonna bring the feet a little bit closer, about hip width, maybe wider. Make sure you're nice and stable in your chair. And we're gonna go forward, right? And then a big round back, so we drop the head and come up and stack the spine. Do you wanna watch? So I'm gonna do it from the side version, is I'm gonna go forward with the chest, as much as I can, and then drop the head and a big round back. So we're trying to warm up that spine and separate the vertebrae one at a time. Bring it forward and big round back, round the neck, scoop the belly, and then stack the vertebrae. Grow tall, 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 and taller. So inhale, pitch forward, and exhale, big round back. Inhale, and then hit an imaginary wall and stack, 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 and grow. How about 2 more times? So we go inhale, chest, exhale, drop the head and round to come up. Inhale whenever you feel like it, and then hit an imaginary wall and grow, 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 tall, stacking the vertebrae. So one more time, inhale up. And exhale, round that back, pulling the belly in, and inhale, and then exhale from the sacrum, lengthen, 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 stack, and nice and tall, navel to spine, right? As opposed to this, but we're working on this, we're working on it, as long as we have a goal, right? Okay. So I'm turning around because that was a demonstration on the side. So you can see it. We'll go arms up and down. Now, if you can't clap, that's okay, right? Say you just can do this much. That's fine. If you can clap and down. So we go 1, 2, 3. If you want, you can bring it forward. 4. Good job. 5 and 6. We're going to go to 10, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Yay. Okay, that deserves a water break or a coffee break, even though I'm supposed to just be drinking water, but don't tell anybody. Oh, I guess. I don't know. Are there rules? All right. Let's just go ahead and, if you want, stand up and we'll do some stretches in the chair. So we'll start with our right hand. So you want to be right next to the chair with your hip right in line with the back of the chair. So you're not in front, because if you're in front, your balance is off. If you're in back, it's not as good either. So if you could just be right to the side of the chair, make sure there's nothing around you in your area that you might kick or step on. Okay, so make sure the area is completely clear so that we're working safely all the time and checking for things around you, which is good to practice all the time anyway, in your daily life. What is my daily life? I still don't know. Okay, so we're gonna step out and in. So I'm using the chair. We're gonna use it to stretch in a second. So we go out and in. If you want to, you can let go and just step and put your hands on your hips though, okay? Because if you're like this, it's harder to balance. But if you're like this, you're a little more sturdy, a little more grounded. So we go 4, and I'm bending my right knee, 3, and bending my left. They're not locked, 2, and 1. So now I put my hand on my chair. I'm going to step out and then push my hip to the side and push against the chair and stretch. If you want, you could take your arm out further. So this is an extended version of what we were doing in the chair, but I'm using the chair to help give me some grounding to help me push against it and stretch. Yep. So come in, stretch out and in, stretch out and in. And you're welcome to let go of the chair if you want to. And you could do both arms up. I'm giving you options. Both arms up, or hold on to the chair. You can also take the arm across. Let's do that a few times. So take it across and stretch. And if you want to see on the next one, I'll do the side view, because I'm kind of pushing my hip out to also stretch my back. You get a roundness there to stretch my shoulder, my back, my spine, and also to bring some endurance in. So we're working the breath, increasing the heart rate. Great. Okay. So I'm here again, kind of close to the chair, right? I'm going to step back with my outer foot. So that's my left foot, your right. If you're on, it depends on what side of the chair you're on. Step it back and bring it in. We step it back and bring it in. I'm going to do a sideways version to show you. So I'm going to step it back and bring it in. Don't change, you stay how you are, but I'm just going to show you. So I'm doing a lunge to stretch here. So we'll go back and in. Yep, and you can just keep your hand on your hip. If you want to modify it, you just go back and in and back. So it's simple, right? If you want to add that bend, you can. And if you want to add the arm, you can. So I'm giving you 4 different ways to try it. Really pull back and in. Imagine pulling back those hips and in. And last one and in. Good job. Okay, check this out. We're going to go to the back of our chair, and I'm sideways to show you the sideways version. But you stay back and just stretch your back. So walk back until you feel comfortable and stretch. I'm stretching hamstrings, booty, spine, shoulders. Watch those knees so you don't lock them out. Yep. You see, I'm just using that chair to flatten. Come up. There you go. See if you can extend your arms. Yep. Yeah. So it's like, it's a flat back. There you go. Lift your head and chest. And then walk your feet in one leg at a time. All right. Before we go to the other side, let's take a sip of water. If you feel like you need to sit, go ahead and have a seat. Do you feel like you need to have a little rest? You feel if that was a lot, Feel free to take a few seconds, a minute, however long you want to do the whole thing in the chair, you can. We have options here, baby. We have choices. Okay. So we're going to go to the other side if you're ready. How are you feeling? You feel a little bit energized and stuff? Feel having fun? Oh, okay. I'm right next to the chair and I'm focusing on my inner leg. I'm going to step out and in. Stepping out. If you want to, you can have your hands on your hips. You can hold on to the chair because lots of times we use the chair for like a grounding, right? And I can push away from that chair and pull in by using the chair. I can bring the arm up or even just out a little bit. It's up to you. Does that feel too fast? If it feels too fast, just slow it down. We're just working on coordination, movement, mobility, endurance, balance, flexibility, clarity of mind. We're working our brain, educating our body, and staying in tune with our heart. So body, breath, mind, and spirit. We take an hour and kind of work on all that stuff. Sounds easy, right? So let's stretch it out and bring it in and stretch it out. And my legs aren't locked. Here we go. Good. And so I still have my hand and I have both feet, hand on the hip. I'm going to just gently step back and in. And I'll turn to the side so you can see. And I'll go back and in. Making sure that the chair is right next to me. And I'm just using it very lightly for balance, not kind of clutching onto the chair. I want to use my inner leg and pull it back and step back. There you go. So we step. So we're just getting used to stepping back and coming up. Using our core muscles. Step back, come up, pull that inner hip, which might be your left hip, pull it back and up. If you want, you can use the arm. If you want, you can just simply step back. So we're giving you options. You can bend the knee, press it back and in. Let's go for 4 more. Again, modified version. 3. I know I added the extra. 2 and 1. Great. And then let's just take the legs all the way out as far as you can, arms extended, and then push the hip out and stretch. Keep breathing, not to hold the breath. Let's keep that breath fluid, not to clasp the throat. You can even kind of move your face around. I don't know about you, but I sure clench my jaw at night. So I was like, ah. So all these kinds of exercises help. And then we'll take the hands again on the back of the chair and walk back. If you want, you can take your legs wider. You can do this on a desk. If you have a desk in front of you. And then let's do a big round back to come up. So I'm rounding my back and I'm lifting my heels. So where I'm onto the balls of the feet. And then I'm going to press those heels down and walk the feet in. Okay, so you're about comfortable distance from the chair, just fairly close. Feet about hip width. Push your hips forward and bring it back. And you can step it back a little more. Push your hips forward, lift your chest, and bring it back. How about 2 more like that? Push your hips forward. And you can put your hands on your hips in the back as well. Lift your chest. It's a little back bend. I want to pull my tailbone into the body. Lift the chest. And one more time. So a little bit of a cobra here. If you've done yoga or do yoga, a little bit of a bridge pose. cobra, and up. Now let's do one more walk back to stretch. If you feel extra flexible, you can drop your hands to the floor, shake out your head or towards the floor. It's up to you. If you feel lightheaded, please come up. And then with a big round back, we'll roll it up. Again, with that concept of hitting an imaginary wall, rounding the back, hit the wall, and grow, 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 tall, nice and tall, taller, tall, tall. And arms come up, and arms come down. And roll those shoulders back. Okay, let's take some water back in the chairs, and we'll grab our weights. So like I said, you can use 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound, whatever size weights you want. If you don't have weights, you can use water bottles. And if you just want to not use anything, that's okay. But I would say don't use cans of food. Some people say use a can, but can you imagine the can drops on your foot? I don't think so. But the same with the weights, but they're a little more easy. They're easier to manage because they have places. And plus, if you're wearing shoes, like I said, if I'm not wearing shoes because of my neighbor downstairs, and but like I said, you should probably wear shoes if we're working with the weights, because just to be on the safe side. Okay. So let's see. Somebody else joined us, and hold on 1 second. Get this out of my way. And looking for the time. I still didn't buy a clock. Can you believe it? I mean, why wouldn't I buy a clock? It makes no sense. Oh, wow, we're doing good on time. All right. We'll do 10 minutes of weights and then some recovery, cool down. So we're sitting up again, nice and tall, moving the skin so you feel your sits bones. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, navel to spine. And we're also going to work on some abdominal, combine our weights with our abdominal, strengthening the abdomen, abdominals. Okay, so my arms are a little bit forward. They're not back, a little bit forward. My elbows are bent, and I'm going to go up and down and up and down. So you don't want to lock it out, right? You want to keep kind of that strength up. So imagine like you're holding a bag of groceries. I don't know about you, when I go to Trader Joe's, they put all the bottles in one, and then they put the spinach leaves in the other. I'm like, hey, you guys, could you balance this out? So we're holding up the bag that has all the water bottles in it, or the cans of stuff. So we lift and squeeze. And a little bit of a curl in at the top to get that bicep. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale and inhale. So we go exhale and inhale and exhale. If you want, you can kind of clasp your weight, because that kind of helps you with your finger strength, and it helps you with your grip. And we can always work on that. Let's go 4, sit up tall, 3, and 2, and 1. And then now let's do 8 both together. So we'll go 8 and slow. Squeeze it up and then go slowly down, gripping that bicep. And we'll go up and slowly down. Inhale up. Remember, when you get to the bottom, don't lock out that elbow. Please hold it with a slight bend. You want to keep that bicep contracted. What are we up to now? We have about 3 or 4 more. Who knows who's counting? I don't know. That's my job to count. Let's do 2 more. We have up and then slowly down. 2, 3, and 4. And squeeze it up and take it down to 3 and 4. And then we're going to counter that by rounding the back and dropping the chin into the chest. And inhale, lift. And exhale, big round back. I'm going to show you again the side version. This is the sideways, or not version, it's the same version, but the side view. And up, and exhale, round. So this helps take away the stress in the neck and shoulders and back. And one more time. All right. Now righty tighty. So I'm going to bring my arms up. I got my elbows up. If that's not comfortable for you, you can bring it down, you know. You can do this without the weights. And again, sitting up nice and tall, navel to spine, shoulders down. We're just going to cross and pull it in. And cross and pull it in. We cross with the right, pull it in. I'm going to punch and in. Punch and Judy. Punch and pull and punch and pull. Now I'm holding this up because I'm helping to stabilize. I'm using my upper back muscles, shoulder blade, as well as my chest. And pause. Let's do the other side for 8. 8, bring it in. 7, squeeze. Now really focus on bringing that left shoulder blade in. For me, the side is weaker, so I really got to focus on not being lazy. Sometimes when it's not as easy for you, you kind of space out, wait to get it over with. Let's just really work on strengthening those weaker sides and managing and perfecting the stronger sides. And I think that was already 8. There we go. Okay, awesome. Scratch your face if you need to. Ooh, itchy, itchy bond. So let's take the weights on the legs and we're gonna do some more. Make sure you're sitting forward so that your tush, you can move it. If you're too far back, you can't move your legs enough. You know, they're kind of restricted. So I'm gonna put the weight on the leg and I'm gonna take it out and in. Now keep your leg up so we're working outer inner thigh and we're adding a little bit of weight. We did this earlier, but see if it feels a little bit better this time. Does it feel a little more mobile, a little more agile? Like it's not as like kind of constricted or restricted. For me it does, but you know, see how it feels for you. I feel like I can move my leg a little easier without straining. And we add 2 more. 1, out, and 2. Good. All right, let's do the other side. For me, I said this is my weak side. I've had injuries, I fell, and then with the COVID, so I'm just letting you know we all have our own challenges. Let's push the door open and squeeze it in. Push the door open, and I'm using my weight just gently to help add a little bit of strength there, a little more resistance. And then we're gonna go. We're gonna push that, use your outer thigh, not just your knee. So we're not opening with the knee, we're opening with the upper leg, outer hip, inner thigh. Open, squeeze, let's do 2 more. Open and squeeze, and open and squeeze. Good, and rest. Okay, we're gonna take the weights forward and in and up and down. So I'm just gonna pitch forward and in and up and down. So take it towards your shins, then up to your hips, then all the way to the sky and back down to the hips. Forward, use your abdominal muscles to pull yourself up, chest and back, bring it in. So forward, navel to spine, up and in. Forward to the shins, relax that neck, pull it in, all the way up. How are you doing? What do you think? 4 more, round, pull it up. Remember, you have the weights connected all the time to kind of like an imaginary cable. So pull the cable, pull it up off the ground, bring it in, pull it away from the ceiling, bring it down towards the floor. Inhale and up to the ceiling, exhale, inhale and exhale. How about 2 more times? Inhale, pull up. This helps our posture. And down, this helps round the back and relax it. A little rest there and up. Bring it in. Take it down. How about you just hold it there and shake out your neck. If you feel lightheaded, please come up. If it feels good, okay. And then we're gonna slowly round the back, tucking the navel into the spine. And stack the vertebrae one at a time and rest. Take a nice breath out. Okay, so what? We're gonna have the weights here again on the legs, and we're gonna lift it up and then punch it out, pull it in, and take it down. All right, we're gonna do the same leg. So I get the weight on the leg, and I go lift it up, and I want, there's my abdominal work right here. Squeeze. So I'm gonna bring it in, punch the leg and the arm out, bring it in, and take it down. If you want to do this without the weight, you can. And if you just want to do it floor level, you can too. So you don't have to bring it all the way up and strain yourself. So we'll go up, kick it out, bring it in, take it down. Up, kick it out, bring it in, and take it down. Bring it up, extend it out, bring it in, take it down. And the more we do these exercises, maybe you're not familiar with them, the more that you'll get them into, like, they'll feel more routine. Let's do 2 more. Up, kick it out, bring it in, take it down. Up, kick it out, bring it in, take it down. And then let's relax forward to help stretch that back. Blah, 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 blah. And roll it up. That's the fun part, when we go blah, 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 blah. All right, because it is fun fitness, right? We don't need to be serious. All right, people, let's go. So military, some of those Peloton people, please, it's just exercise. Okay, we're not Lance Armstrong, for Christ. Okay, so let's go up. So we're gonna do the other side. So we go up, kick it out, bring it in, take it down. Navel to spine, extend it out, bring it in, take it down. So let's go for 8. Extend, bring it in, take it down. I'm lifting my leg, I'm extending my leg and arm, I'm bringing it in, taking it down. It's up, extend, in, and down. It's up, extend, in, and down. Sitting up nice and tall all the while. Up, extend, and in, and down. We have 3 more. 1, and 2, and last one, 3. Sit up tall, push it out, bring it in and down. Good, and relax. And then we'll bring the arms up. We'll do a little bit of chest. So elbows out. I'm going to squeeze and hug a barrel. So I'm going to open and squeeze. Open and squeeze. Open and squeeze. Open and squeeze. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Squeeze those shoulder blades. So it's not just the chest. Now elbows in, we go 1, open, 2, open just a little bit, squeeze it, open about shoulder level or in line with your shoulders. So it's more the in, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Now round your back, relax the muscles. And we're gonna just slide forward in the chair and extend the right leg if you want to, or keep both legs bent. Let's just keep both legs bent. I think that's better for your back. Now take those weights and just let them drop by your side, but hold on to them. Let the arms just drop. So we're kind of opening up that chest. And it's fine if you want to kind of relax your head back, but not, just find a comfortable spot for your head. You can, if you feel comfortable, take the arms overhead, but like I said, it's all up to you. If the weights are too much and it's pinching, then I'd say skip it, or maybe you take it here. But these weights just help you kind of stretch that chest a little more. And we do have a little bend in the back. And if you want to extend one leg, if you feel stable in your chair, depending on the chair you have, you know, sometimes they're not the most comfortable chairs. And then let's switch legs. Like if you have a wood chair and it's kind of digging into you. And you can do both legs out. How does that feel? Feel, you know, it's kind of funny, looks funny. Okay, we're gonna put our weights on the back of our chair, right behind our hips. Push it up, and then kind of scoot yourself to lift yourself up. And then close your eyes and just relax, bringing all that energy in. And then I'm gonna just take those weights and put them under the chair. Take some water, have a quick sip of water. Mm-hmm. Little more stretches and then some relaxation. Sitting forward in the chair again, we're going to bring that leg up. And then if you can, you either hold on to the back of the leg or you bring your shin, or you hold on to your shin. And I'm going to just round my back and kind of pretend like I'm going to kiss my knee. You're such a cute knee. Nobody has a better knee. And bring it down. Good. So a little stretch there for the back. And we'll do the other side. So we're going to bring it up. Yeah, maybe you just go to here. Maybe you go here. If you want, you can bring the shin. This helps stretch the knee as well, but just nice and gingerly, be gentle. And then this, we're going to go in and gently. You're such a cute knee. Nobody, no knee better than you. And bring it down. Now let's take those legs out. So the hard part of keeping our posture mobile and aligned is the inner thigh, the pelvis tightening, everything getting locked up in the pelvis, the low back. So these things that we do are really good stretches to help release that. Hamstrings, inner thigh. So let's have our hands here. I'm just going to gently go forward with my legs wide. If you want, you can drop your head. You can take your arms to the floor, or you can have your elbows on your knees. You can just go ever so slightly too. Try to keep your hips back so you're not rocking forward. We want to keep our hips pulling back so we balance out and distribute the weight. So we don't want to all just pitch forward and put everything in our knees. And also helps us with our balance to stay stable in the chair. Then walk your hands over to the right knee or the right foot. Keep breathing. And then walk your hands over to the other side. Not holding the breath, continue to breathe. Inhale, exhale, and then back to the center. If you want, you can reach back behind to the legs of the chair. So before COVID, I was teaching at the West Side Jewish Community Center, and those 90, 92-year-old women, mostly women, they were so flexible and reaching through the chairs, and they're very agile. So because we did these classes 3 times a week and they were there all the time. So I'm just saying that, you know, at any age with limitations, within your limitations, you can maintain and increase your flexibility. And then we're going to roll it up. Increase your flexibility, your mobility, your agility, your mind clarity. We can just keep working on that, strengthening. So it's not, you know, some people go, I'm too old, or I'm too this, I can't do. We just keep going. We keep going. Okay. So let's sit up nice and tall. We're back to the center. And pull yourself up from your hips. Lift your chest. Lengthen, and bring those arms up. Reach up for the sky. Give the sky a big smile. Hey, I'm with you. Work with me. Let's work together on this day. It's a beautiful, sunny, humid. And then round back and inhale up. Okay, So now, if you would like to sit all the way back or take your cushion, or we'll do a little bit of a relaxation. Sometimes people say, oh, we were doing a relaxation. You go, oh, but let's just not even mention it. Let's just do it. You can sit back. You can kind of, whatever feels best for you. If you like to sit up, you want a cushion, and just start to gently close your eyes from the top lid touches the bottom. And feel your breath, breathing in the nose and out your nose or out your mouth, whatever you like. So you go in the nose and exhale and inhale and exhale. And just find that nice, easy breathing, softening the eyes away from the lids, letting them sink into the skull. Soften the cheeks, the nose, the lips. Relax that lower jaw, let it release from the upper. Soften the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Soften your throat. And lengthen the neck. And lengthen the spine from the very top all the way down through the tailbone. Breathe into it, let it release. Breathe into the left side of your chest and relax it. And to the right and let it go. And breathe into your belly, nice and soft. Into your lower back, your hips, your thighs. And then relax the left leg, the knee, the ankle, the foot, the toes. And relax the right side, the knee, the ankle, the foot, the toes. Let the arms go, the fingers. So your whole body is completely relaxed. Maybe you're lying in the sand on a nice day with a gentle breeze. And the water from the tide gently coming in and kind of just grazing your toes. It feels so good. Soothed, relaxed, calm, peaceful. And staying with that nice, relaxed feeling. Slowly start to bring your awareness back to your breath. Adding a smile, a sense of joy and accomplishment, the feeling of accomplishment. And we'll slowly start to sit up. Nice and relaxed, connected, grounded. And on your next inhalation, just a nice easy stretch up. And exhale, release it out. And add a big smile, bringing in all that good energy. And extending it out. And then bring your hands to your heart. And let that peace and inner peace and joy and love guide you through the rest of your day. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.